Greetings, hello, good evening. To introduce myself, my name is Rauf Mikhailzadeh. I am 14 years old, and I've observed a very large issue throughout the years. It concerns confidence, more specifically, the lack of it in our youth, and even more so, the shaming of it. Now, confidence is one of the most important parts of the human mind. It is the assurance in one's own right to even exist and stand proud. It is not just a fleeting feeling. No, it is something permanent. Confidence isn't just about being sure you'll pass your English exam or what you're saying is correct. With their chin up, a confident person walks the halls with full assurance of who they are and that they are destined for greatness. It is a visceral feeling, a sense of your own value and worth. Why? Because confidence is self-love. It is the appreciation of oneself that doesn't demand the need for success or achievement. It is one of the most beautiful things on the planet that a human person can have. It also fosters will, the ability to push through difficulty and tough times. It gives the value to a person's sheer pursuit of the goal, their ambition. Now, over the past few years, I've observed that while some people still often tell us to be confident, there's also been a rise of people preaching us humility and humbleness. Now, do not get me wrong. Humility, true humility, is by no means a bad thing. It's beautiful, honestly. But there's also a toxic form of humility, a performative one. People are pressured into such kind of humility because it is considered morally correct. It often just strips away the powerful presence and confidence of people. Every single time you say, well, it's nothing serious, really, to a compliment, you set an idea in your head that you are not great. Ironically, toxic humility turns into a hidden sense of moral superiority. Oftentimes, confidence is suppressed. It begins bubbling up inside, turning into resentment, which is hidden by a fake smile. People who walk confidently, freely, are then shamed and criticized for it. Then the favorite sentence of everyone who loves to use it against anyone they mildly dislike comes out. You're such a narcissist. Now, excuse me, forgive me, but going on a short tangent about that, the word narcissist has completely lost its meaning in modern day. If we get a bit clinical and delve into the DSM-5, which stands for Diagnostical and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, version 5, NPD, which stands for Narcissistic Personality Disorder, aside from comical arrogance, also includes psychopathic and Machiavellian tendencies, some of those being a lack of empathy, manipulation, and quite frankly, active exploitation of all the people around them in pursuit of their personal needs. Aside that, it also includes antisocial tendencies, a likelihood for violence, even criminality, maybe feelings of insecurity, and of course, the crown jewel, entitlement. Now, these people suffer from a genuine condition, a mental disorder. Shaming and criticizing them for it doesn't solve the root cause of the issue. We glamorize disorders like OCD, which stands for obsessive compulsive disorder, or many of the eating disorders really, including anorexia nervosa, which by itself is a whole separate issue highlighting the ridiculously wrong approach to psychology and mental disorders in current media. But back to the point, why do we idealize some disorders, which on its own stunts progression and healing from them, while we treat NPD patients like they're demons who deserve torture? The person you label a narcissist likely doesn't have any of the traits I've listed previously. They are not psychopathic, first of all. They likely still are empathetic, and probably not cruel. They might just be a little bit too confident. But really, what's the problem with that? Why is it so sinful? It is just as much of a bad trait as being stubborn or materialistic is. It might sound a little toxic, but next time someone calls you a narcissist, tries to bring you down, think to yourself, is it really narcissism, or am I just better? Quite frankly, confidence and narcissism are different. We must draw a line. Really. Self-love isn't pathological. Quite frankly, we also just must use the word narcissist as a term correctly, because throwing it out willy-nilly against anyone we consider mildly bad or a mean person only stabilizes the idea that confidence gives birth to toxicity. Hence, I am here. Let me share a crucial fact with all of you, which should be common sense. You are allowed to be confident. You, and every single one of you in the room. You're allowed to be confident. No, you're not arrogant for it. You're not narcissistic for liking yourself. You are allowed to feel valuable within your own right. Next time someone gives you a compliment or you win, don't say, oh, really, it's nothing, honestly. Say, yes, thank you, that's me. I want you to wake up every morning, look at yourself in the mirror, and say, I'm just so awesome, for no reason. Why? Because you don't need one. What was that project you wanted to start? It's been months. Why haven't you? You think you'll fail? You don't believe in yourself? Throw the idea out of the window. Go for it. Be confident and go for it. Where there's a will, there's a way. Confidence will get you through any obstacle if you commit your soul enough. Thank you so much for giving me the time of day. And before I go, I want to say one last thing. Next time you step outside, you put your chin up because you're a champion.